Today we're going to make seafood tofu casserole. Here are the ingredients. You need some fish, soft tofu, and shrimp. And these are the easiest one to get. You know, it's half prepared for you. So these are must-have ingredients. Now here are optional ingredients. You could add some mushroom and peas to make your dish look beautiful. As far as the seasoning is concerned, you need salt, cooking wine, and sesame oil. And anytime when you cook seafood, you really need to have ginger. Optional seasoning, white pepper. Okay, so now let's get started. Now let me show you how to treat the shrimp. These shrimp has already been defrosted. You're going to add some wine, slice some ginger into it, and then saute it with salt. I'm going to show you how to cut the shrimp so that it's going to look pretty. So you take a shrimp. Here's what you do. You cut it in the middle, like this. Okay, so when after you cooked, the shrimp will curl out and then it looks very fancy. So I'm gonna finish doing all these the same way. Now you can see I have cut open all the shrimps. Now I'm going to put it back in here. Okay, and now let me just do salt. Okay, rice wine, sesame oil. Okay. So now I have put them all together. We have ginger in it, so I'm going to put more. And you want to sprinkle a little bit of cornstarch. This will make it soft, okay, when you cook it. Okay, so again, this is a fish fillet. You can choose any fish fillet. It doesn't need to be always tilapia, but that's what I have. So I'm going to cut them, slice them in thin slices, and then I'm going to saute them, very similar to what I did with the shrimps. Okay, so now the fish is sliced. You put it in here. Now you will slice some ginger. So throw it in here. Now you do very similar thing. Salt, cooking wine, and sesame oil. Now I'm going to prepare the mushroom. I have already soaked them in water, so they're soft now, so I could slice them. Slice your mushroom. Now if you don't like the flavor of mushroom, you could skip this, but mushroom adds the depth to your taste, and also it make your dish look more colorful. Okay, so the mushroom has been sliced. This is how I do with tofu. I will cut them on the the edges, and then like this, and then you could slice them. Now we are ready. Just a little bit, tiny bit. Okay, this is how much you put. Now I love ginger, especially with seafood, so I'm going to put some ginger into the frying pan. Wait, okay, so wait for this to get hotter. Now we're going to put it in. The mushroom water, very good for it. Very cooked. Now you can see tofu is cooking very well. I am going to give it more liquid. At this point, I am going to prepare the fish to go in. So I'm going to add some cornstarch. I'm going to coat it with some cornstarch. Cold water, and I'm going to pour it in to thicken the sauce. I'm going to put the fish in. Fish is in, let it cook. And I think I'm going to add some egg. Again, salt, sesame oil, okay, so I think it's cooking very well. Now, let's add coloring. We're going to add the mushroom. I'm going to put egg in. Now you can add your shrimp. And I'm actually going to turn off the heat because I don't want the shrimp especially to be overcooked. Now at this point, I feel like I need some color to this dish. I'm going to add some edamame peas. And you don't need to add it in too early because they'll get cooked very fast. Now this is looking very, very pretty. You could now dash some white pepper, a little bit. Okay, and this is the time you could taste it now. See if it's salty enough. The ingredient I'm going to use is handachi. Okay. So you don't really, I put it in this smaller jar, but you don't really need a lot. Maybe like this. And there you have it. A beautiful, beautiful, tasty seafood tofu casserole. Okay, now let's plate it. Here you have it. Seafood Tofu Casserole.